Hello, everybody. This is the Money Grabs. Welcome to our channel, a medium for information in regards to the grants that we're all expecting. Yes, there has been a lot of shadow, a lot of brightness, a lot of activities going on, and we have information that is continuing to give hope and something that everybody need to understand what is going on and everything now the way things are moving at the moment. This one is still fresh. So let me just share it with you so that you know what is happening, what is moving, the possibility of today. Today is the final day before Christmas. Yes, many people have agreed that it has been shifted to next year. Some are still giving us that hope that according to their last meeting, it can still happen. But it's better not to, let me just say everything. Let's listen to this. But before we do that, remember this is the Money Grab. Subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell so that when we post, you will see and you will know what is happening in the grant ecosystem. Let's go into it.
Good morning, fellow Nigerians and fellow subscribers of various grants in Nigeria. Good morning and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. I am your friend and brother, Apostle Elder Shola Josiah, aka Mr. Shalom. I come your way this morning to greet you for the season and also to let us know that there is hope for the masses as far as our expectations is concerned. But there's a mistake that we are doing, which I want to call our attention to. I've always told us that government reserve the power to regulate affairs in any country of the world. And how they carry out this regulation is their business. They know how they want to do things. All we can do is to humbly and loyally comply. I have told us in time past that there are various ways through which they can carry out this regulation. For the sake of emphasis, I'll repeat them now. One, they have the power to regulate in terms of when to disburse. And I believe we are seeing that playing out now. The governments have the power to regulate in terms of when to disburse. Two, they have the power to regulate who disburses what. They have that power. They regulate who disburses when. When does this one disburse? When does that one disburse? And finally, I told us that they have the power to determine what is to be disbursed. These are the 3 areas I mentioned in time past, that the government have the power to regulate our expected disbursements, be it pioneer or UAG or whatever.
Thank you, Reverend or Pastor Josiah. Well, the problem is that government have the power to regulate, but what have they been regulating ever since? Do they need 10 years to regulate? Do they need 5 years to regulate? The point is, if they are willing to pay, they'll do every regulation that they need to do and disburse. So government for delaying, but I think we should have passed this government stage. When Reverend Moses came out the other time, he was hyping President Tinubu for his support, for releasing the money, this and that. So these people are still holding on to this money. They are not giving the final say for that money to be released. So it's not about regulation. It's just about they are having some intent. They have their reasons. They are holding on to that thing for a reason. And like I said in my last video, if it's because of the tax, they will still get tax from that money even if they pay this month. So there's no point of pushing it to January. So that is what I take. So they know their reason. Is that they don't want to give us? Is that they want to stress us out? Is that they're not happy that we are getting that money, or what? So all this policy, this and that, they know all these things why they have been delaying. So assuming they plan to pay, they will have put everything in place, but they are not planning to pay. So maybe Christian now they are just making that move, pushing, see what they can do to drag it, to delay it, to frustrate it. That's my take on it, because the whole thing is tiring. You can't just be waiting next week, this week, next week, this week. As you are losing hope, somebody will give you hope, and somebody will hint you that it's going to happen next month. All of them will rush out to disapprove it, to call it negative information, bad information, evil information. At the end of the day, the thing will shift to next week. So that's what I said when some people are attacking one man the other time. I told them, look, anything that anybody say, they will go against it. But if you are so familiar with this grant ecosystem, you see that one way or the other, it will still lead back to that thing. And now, stylishly, the information that we are getting is going to be by January. Stylishly. Why many of them have come out and deny it that it's not going to get to January. Although the floor is still open, the floor is still free, it can still happen this month. But there is a hint for January, and like half of the information that we are getting is a little bit pushing it towards that. And they are not blaming, now the government is taking the blame. Now the reason, the tax. So you see, everything is moving towards that direction. Well, they should shock us. There's nothing God cannot do. That's what we say. We put our hope on God. We put our hope in God, not on anything. If God wanted to be disbursed, no matter what they want, no matter the president or government or anything, the money will be disbursed. That's what I know. And if not, there's nothing anybody can do. So this is the money grabs where we give information per time. The voice note, the speaker said there's still hope this month. So let's see what will happen. Christmas is just tomorrow. Plan yourself according to what you have. Don't take any loan, don't borrow, and don't overdo. If you know you are planning to receive many guests before you start changing the table now, start telling them that, oh, things have changed. Don't come and embarrass yourself. Don't be forced to go and borrow money to do Christmas. That is my advice from you. Thank you very much. So you will see something more concrete to share with you. If not, till night, we will come back again to let you know what has happened so far. So subscribe to this channel, be part of it, so that when we post, you know how the grant ecosystem is moving, how it's turning, dragging, or speeding up. We know, and we share more with you. The CEO of my NGO is angry, very, very angry, that these people are not keeping up to their words, because the last time that we communicated, he said they told them that the money will be disbursed yesterday, and now nothing has happened. He's angry. I saw his like I was able to listen to the tone as in when he was talking and everything. He was really angry, and he's losing hope gradually. Imagine he's a CEO of NGO losing hope because he's getting too frustrated and tired. That why is this thing taking too long? Can't they just resolve that issue one time and make a board as a bold statement that disbursement is going to happen so day, and it's happened. So what's the point of dragging every time one story another, every time one policy, every time one thing to so it's getting tired. So well, let's keep our hope in God. Thank you, and see you later.